Hello everyone, today I'm going to be filming the Walt Disney World tag. As I explained in my 40 Facts About Me video, I've been to Disney World, Orlando, Florida 11 times in my lifetime, so I'm pretty experienced with all the parks and everything. So I thought it was pretty silly of me not to do the Walt Disney World tag, so we're just going to go straight on into it. First question is, when was the first time you visited Disney World? The first time I visited Disney World was in 1994 when I was 3.5 years old with my parents and my auntie and uncle and my little cousin. Second question, what is my favourite park? My favourite park is Animal Kingdom, not Magic Kingdom as pretty much everybody says on here, but I would say it is Animal Kingdom. It's just fantastic. It gives me a warm fuzzy feeling when I walk into the park. It's just got that different vibe about it, and it's somewhere I would always visit while I was over there. It's not a park I would ever miss out. If I was struggling on time and days, I would definitely make sure I visited Animal Kingdom to see all the animals. There's some fantastic rides in there, and all the characters dressed up in safari outfits. What more do you want? So yeah, definitely Animal Kingdom would be my top favourite. Favourite land in Magic Kingdom? I must admit, the last, I would say 4 times I went to Orlando, I didn't actually visit Magic Kingdom, mainly because we had other parks and priorities that we wanted to visit, and I would say Magic Kingdom is one of my least favourite parks. Controversial, I know, but it's because I find it far too busy. It's always hectic, and I just enjoy the atmosphere of the other parks a little bit more. But that aside, it's a fantastic park, and my favourite land in Magic Kingdom would be Frontierland, mainly for Thunder Mountain and Splash Mountain, and you've got Tom Sawyer's Island there, so you could just spend a whole day in that little area. Favourite Disney Resort Hotel? I've never ever stayed on property at a Disney Resort hotel. I would love to, they're just so expensive. I just think for what they are sometimes it's just a bit extreme. But the one I would want to stay in if I did visit, surprise surprise, going along with my park favourite, is Animal Kingdom Lodge. It looks amazing. The fact that you can see animals, giraffes and things from your window is just unreal. I love the look of it, and I would definitely put that at the top of my list for resort hotels to visit. My favourite snack, I would say, is a Mickey bar. My favourite souvenir, I would show you, but they're all around my parents' house, so I don't have one to kind of go woo, but it is my autograph books. I think when you're, especially when you're little, and I've done it for many years, collecting autographs when I've gone, but they're very special. When you're looking back through them, all the different characters that have signed your autograph book, when you know what year it is, it takes you back to each of those little memories of being with that character, and those memories are priceless. So I would definitely say my autograph book is the best souvenir you can get from Walt Disney World. Favourite table and counter service food at Walt Disney World? I have never actually eaten at any restaurants in Walt Disney World, mainly because my parents have always taken me beforehand, and obviously it's down to them to where we eat. And what we normally do is we normally go to a buffet breakfast on morning and stock up for the day. We'll have a few snacks around the park, and then we'll have a big tea. So we're not it was mainly so we didn't take the time out of our day to sit down and have like an hour eating food. We just like to be busy and about the park all day, just picking up bits and bobs when we wanted it. But if I was to eat anywhere in any of the parks from what I've seen online, it would be the Be Our Guest experience. I love Beauty and the Beast, and that whole experience looks fantastic. The food looks amazing, and I definitely want to give that a go next time I visit. My favourite ride has to be Expedition Everest. It's a great roller coaster with a bit of a twist going backwards, as you've probably all seen, and yeah, it's just a pretty good roller coaster and probably one of my favourite rides in Walt Disney World. Right, my favourite show at Walt Disney World has to be the Beauty and the Beast show in Hollywood Studios. Couple of reasons. Firstly, I love Beauty and the Beast. The music gives me goosebumps. It just gives me this warm fuzzy feeling inside. The Tale as Old as Time brings tears to my eyes. I absolutely love that film. Secondly, I always remember growing up, I went to, as I've said, Walt Disney World the first time in 1994. I didn't actually return till 2001. And between that time, my mum and dad had actually recorded our experience in 1984. I used to sit and watch the videotape, as it was back then, of our holiday, and they recorded this show, and every time I watched it, it gave me the warm fuzzy feeling of wanting to go back. So that show definitely holds a deep place in my heart. My favourite fireworks show has to be Fantasmic, mainly because there is seating there. All of the parades and fireworks in Walt Disney World, you kind of have to fend for yourself and find either a seat or a spot to stand hours upon end to try and get a good view. However, in Fantasmic, you're pretty much sat in a stadium around a lake, and you go in probably still about an hour before, but you can go in and sit down, get a seat, just chill out, and it makes the experience a whole lot better because you get regardless of pretty much wherever you sit in the little stadium area, you will get a good view of the whole show. Secondly, it's because the show is just amazing. There's no other way to go about it. You've got walls of water with projections on them, you've got some fireworks, you've got a bit of a show in there, a bit of a performance. It's just an all-round amazing firework display and show. So I would definitely recommend, that is the one fireworks show that I will religiously go back to every year when I go to Walt Disney World. Favourite pavilion in Epcot? It sounds a bit strange, but I would say it is actually England or the UK, mainly to see how they pass off what we take for granted at home, to see the different things of, oh yeah, that is pretty English, or what have they done that for? That's not what we do. And I also like to see other people's reactions, like the Americans and obviously visitors from other countries in the UK area, and seeing what they find and take away from our culture. I just find it quite interesting. So oddly enough, it is actually the UK section in Epcot that I like the most. It makes me feel like I'm at home, just a little home away from home when we're visiting the parks. What colour is your magic band? As I've mentioned, I haven't actually been to Walt Disney World for the last 4 or 5 years, and back then they didn't have magic bands and we've never stayed on property. So I'm hoping to get back next year, and I will be purchasing a magic band to go back with off the Walt Disney World website, because we probably won't be staying on property again. But I do quite like the idea of just having everything in one place on your wrist. So I think I've had a little look into them, and I think I would actually purchase a grey one. Bit odd, not bright pink as most people would probably go for, or one of the brighter colours, mainly because I think a grey one will go with pretty much any outfit that you're wearing. It's not going to look odd on your arm, so I think grey would be a good option. My favourite character to meet is Pluto. I don't know what it is, just every time I've met Pluto, he's always messed about with me, took my hat, stole my hat, and I've always had a really good experience when I've met Pluto. It's not one of the characters that I've not seen many people interacting with Pluto on Disney vlogs and things like that, so I don't know if he's a pretty rare character now to get that interaction with, or if people are just not bothered about him. But if you do see him about, definitely give Pluto a chance to sign your autograph book and get some pictures of him, because he's just fantastic. I love him. So a character that I haven't seen or met but I would like to would be either Rapunzel, because I'm really bad. I've only just watched Tangled in January this year and I loved it. Maximus is fab. So I would definitely like to meet Rapunzel. And secondly, for they're not that strange reasons, is Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. Because I don't think, thinking about it, I've ever actually met Aurora. However, my little niece who was born last August, is called Aurora. So just for stupid, look, I've got a picture with Aurora, your princess you're named after, sense, I would love to meet Aurora just because of that. Pretty silly, but I would love to meet Aurora as well. Right, final question. What is my best Disney moment? Firstly, it's really hard to choose because just being there in general, being in that country, being there at Disney World is the best memory every time I go. But the most memorable moment for me is back in 1994. I do have a clip of it because my mum and dad recorded it, so I will insert it at the end of me jabbering on. But it is me meeting Mickey Mouse for the very first time. I think it was in Epcot, so pretty special anyway, just meeting Mickey for the first time. But it's always brought up at family gatherings, etc. because when I met Mickey for the first time, for some reason I decided to punch him on the nose. Even my mum and dad don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it, but I did, and it's one of the most prominent memories I have of Walt Disney World, and every time our family talk about it, it's, oh, remember when you punched Mickey Mouse on the nose? And I'm like, yes, don't remind me. So that would definitely be my top memory from Walt Disney World, on top of just the whole experience of being there in general.
Clever girls. Give me a kiss, Lauren. Aimee, give Mouse a kiss.
So thank you for watching my Walt Disney World tag. I would like to tag everybody who's watching. If you've ever been to Walt Disney World, you need to do this tag. And if you do this tag, please link your videos in the comments so I can go over and watch them, because I'm a bit of a Disney freak and will watch anything Disney related. So like this video if you're going to do it, and comment, subscribe for more Disney videos. If you can think of anything that you want to know about Walt Disney World, or in general the Orlando area, please leave a comment below and I'll see if I can either do a video on it, or I will just, if it's a quick little question, I'll just comment back about what I would do or any advice that you need. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Thanks, bye!